Listen, one main thing that I don't do is I don't go into the blatant overt things, because that's not how the powers that be move anymore. It's not blatant and overt to a degree. Some people will say, okay, this is blatant, this is obvious. But the people who wear the robes, who are judges, the people who wear the medical doctor robes, the people who handle the policies, they are the ideology. A lot of them happen to be black-faced white supremacists now. Okay, so this basically, what we're looking for is the wrong target. That's my point. We have to look deeper into this. This is why they don't like extreme intellectuals, brother, because we go to the root of a thing. That's what the word radical really means in essence, is to go to the root of something. You are radical, you're crazy. Why? Because I'm not going to compromise my beliefs, number one. Two, I'm not going to just accept what you give me. Number three, I'm going to question everything about you and what you say. And the main thing I'm going to question is your motive. So the thing we have to look at is, who is running it for real? And when you look at that all the way beyond the labels, beyond the religions, beyond the gender ideological pseudo-scientific nonsense, and of course, beyond the, I would say, political parties, you see who really runs it. And that's why they don't want people to talk, because you're going to make people think above all the nonsense. All those things divide people. When you say international bankers, when you start going to who pays who, where is the money coming from, follow the money. Then you'll find out who owns everything. And at that point, then things will change. Correct.
And coincidentally enough, whenever anybody speaks about those people,
come on, bro,
they usually follow with a deactivation of all accounts. Why is that? Speak on that. Who is the international banking family of Europe, and why do everybody get taken out whenever they speak on them?
Oh man, everyone should read the book, The Creature from Jekyll Island. Everyone should know about the meeting that took place off the coast of Jekyll Island in the early 1900s. Everyone should know about the Federal Reserve Act. Everyone should know about Woodrow Wilson. Everyone should know about J.P. Morgan. Everyone should know about the Carnegies, the Rothschilds, the Warburgs. Everyone should know about the Waltons. Everyone should know about the Vanderbilts. Everyone should know about these are the names of, of course, the Rockefellers. Again, very critical about the Rockefellers, John D. Rockefeller and all the rest of them. You must know about these. Why? Because they shaped the modern world that we currently live in. From the financial area to the educational system to the agricultural system to the very banking itself. They shaped it. So while a lot of us are arguing, we're not realizing the people who quite literally put this thing together are the ones who have perpetuated exactly where we are to this very moment. We argue over nonsense on a surface level. But if we both came together and said, hold on, let's sit down and really delve deep into where this thing came from, then we can say, oh, these people want to get rid of over 4 billion human beings on the planet, including white folk. That's not conspiracy theory. That is conspiracy fact. National Security Study Memorandum 200 under Dr. Henry Kissinger, 32nd Secretary of State under President Richard Nixon and Gerald Ford, authorized in 1974. After that, you had Global 2000, authorized under President Jimmy Carter. You have Zbigniew Brzezinski, who was the advisor to Jimmy Carter, who said, quote, in earlier times, it was easier to kill a million people, it was easier to control a million people than to physically kill a million people. He said, but today it is infinitely easier to kill a million people than it is to control, end quote. That's the mind of the advisor to the president. What does that mean? Once you look at all of this, you realize the game is bigger. It's much bigger than just black and white now. Now we're dealing with, as the Bible says, or science says, principalities, rulers, spiritual wickedness in high places. They are not interested in having human beings on the planet who do not comply with them. Black, white, and all in between. They're not interested anymore. And the problem is social media backfired on them because it was supposed to trap us more and for us to give up more of our information so that they can trap us. But we started to put some stuff up in there and started waking people up. Now we're educating, and now they're like, God damn it, we didn't expect it to happen like that. Or should I say so soon? Which I wrote about in book number 2, which is another reason why you brothers with these RICO charges, you should have read the book when it came out. But it's a real thing.